waved him back onto the racetrack, so Joey Logano did.
In record time. To find a Service Master clean location nearest you.
There's trouble on the end of that straightaway. Juan Pablo Montoya's car has blown safety cruiser on the scene, tending to Juan Pablo Montoya's car in an unbelievable accident. Under caution here in Daytona.
Juan Pablo is out of the car, walking around now, sitting down on the grass there. Let's go back to Mike Bagley. What exactly happened there?
It happened at the corner of my eye, Joe. It looks like that Juan Pablo made contact with one of the jet dryers that was working on the high side of the bank. Right now, the fuel is running out of the jet dryer on the racing surface. There's some flame coming from that machine, and now it begins to catch fire. Safety crews are trotting down the banking. As now a huge fire has erupted from one of the safety trucks over here, tending to Juan Pablo Montoya simultaneously. This fire has erupted from one of the jet dryers over here at Mercury.
No, what happened is that we had the benefit of the video replay about 300 feet before we got to that jet dryer, Joe. You and I both looked and we saw sparks coming out from behind the race car. The car then spun around, and apparently, as Mike described to us, he went right up the banking and made contact with the jet dryer, which if you've never seen it, it is part of this truck and jet dryer assembly, and all of that fuel has run down the banking. There are firefighters to the outside of the racetrack as well as those, excuse me, who are down on the racing surface itself. They are applying all sorts of fire retardant material trying to get the flames extinguished. So,
share our position with Fox Television camera folks here. We are not downwind of the smoke and all of the material that's coming up. So that's the good news. But just looking at it right now, I would say about maybe 50, 60 yards away, there is a lot of work that's going on right now. They look like they've got the flames under control. But the racetrack is completely coated with the jet fuel, with the flame retardant material. And right now the safety crews and the trucks over here, no short of a dozen trucks and many safety workers tending to this. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. Out of the blue, as we mentioned, Juan Pablo Montoya having a problem, and then making contact with one of the jet dryers. That's when everything turned very unpleasant over here. Looks like the things are under control. He has got a lot, I mean a lot of cleanup to do.
Yeah, there's plenty going on over in turn 3 right now. Now the fire truck goes out to join what's already there to try to continue to work on extinguishing the flame. They're reaching up to the flames, leaping up over Lake Roaring now as they were a little bit earlier. So it's beginning to clean up a little bit. As Mike Bagley said, it's going to take a while. Certainly to clean up there. So again, over the red flag had been for nearly 6 minutes now, so we'll lose a chance to check in with Marcus Ambrose and with Stanley Felix Ford sitting in the back straightaway with everybody up over there. Marcus, do you have a copy on us? We were talking about that. I've never seen anything happen like that. Were you anywhere close to that when it took place? Hopefully they'll get that taken care of shortly. We're coming down to the final 40 laps or so of the Daytona 500. And you've been really good for part of the race out there in the top 5, top 10, but you've fallen back a little bit. Is this part of the master plan?
I will say this, that this jet dryer has basically been burnt to the ground. It is scorched beyond recognition about the last quarter of the machine. And right now we see the fire hoses out, and
you know, the odds of even duplicating this ever again, so strange. There was a jet dryer on the racetrack doing some cleanup after David Stremme had lost an engine and then spun in some oil. The teams were making their caution flag pit stops. Then after Juan Pablo Montoya made a second stop and the crew looked underneath the car, he came back out onto the speedway, was about 2/3 to 3/4 of the way down the super stretch, the back stretch. Then all of a sudden a shower of sparks from behind his car. The car spun, he had no control over it, and spun right into the jet dryer, damaging the car to the point that it looks like it had been involved in a street incident somewhere.
All right. Just about everybody came to pit road. Mr. Kelly and Juan Pablo Montoya left. They heard something crack. What is it?
They don't know exactly what it is.
MRN Radio Live here at the World Center of Racing, Daytona International Speedway, where the Daytona 500 has been red flagged after a massive accident and fire. A single car, Juan Pablo Montoya, and again he is okay, crashing into a jet dryer that was cleaning the racetrack up in turn number 3. The ensuing fire, and it was a major blaze, has put us under the red flag, and now, of course, questions as to the condition of the racetrack, the safer walls, and so on will have to be answered. I'm Eli Gold. Joe Moore is alongside. Dave Moody, Mike Bagley, and Jeff Strigo have been doing a great job in the turns for us this evening. Our garage and pit road crew, Winston Kelly, Alex Hayden, and Steve Post. And Joe, you and I collectively, and Dave, you throw in everybody on this crew, we've got collectively hundreds of years of following races. I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah, that is definitely a first here tonight at Daytona International Speedway. Let's get a check up from Mike Bagley on how the cleanup operation is proceeding. Mike?
So it is proceeding, but it is proceeding at a very snail's pace. We have about 21 safety vehicles that are on the inside of the racetrack. We have 5 that are on the outside of the racetrack. And what's happening now is these crews are taking these flame retardant materials, the water and such, and they're basically...
The next thing happened. We are under a red flag. Dave Blaney, who led 3 laps in last year's Daytona 500. First time he'd ever led more than 1 lap. Describe that maudlin trophy that's just being paraded past you.
I can't even begin to describe it. I watched it from the binoculars, and I was able to put them down as he crossed right in front of me, and picked up the binoculars again, just trying to make heads or tails of what I just saw. That, of course, being a Juan Pablo Montoya is what's left of that Target Chevrolet. I can't, honestly, Eli. It looks like it's been involved in a demolition derby. It looks like it was used in a monster truck event as one of the cars that the monster trucks might go over. The front end completely demolished. The rear end completely demolished. Most of the sides, both on the passenger and on the driver's side, completely destroyed. It's just unimaginable.
Go to victory lane. Should that be how it wraps up? I wonder who had that trifecta going in. Boy, oh boy.
Now, the truck is still up in the air, and the blowing apparatus, or the drying apparatus, where a lot of that fuel was contained, is hanging, basically dangling off the back of this truck.
Maybe it's driver Dave Blaney, maybe it's car Tommy Baldwin. Ryan, you're in position right now. You elected to stay out there on the racetrack and then had this wild incident take place under this caution flag. Kind of describe the emotion and what's going on right now, and what are your thoughts?
It's still a long ways to go potentially, and you know, as you do this stuff for a long time, you can't get too high and too excited right now. But obviously, there's some opportunities there that we can capitalize on. We've got potentially some weather throwing in on us. The car's been good. We blew a tire on the one green flag pit stop, so we had to work on the car, all the other pit stops, just keeping it secure, keeping the fenders on it, and. I think our plan was to have a long pit stop, so we want to stay out late a couple laps, wait until it's time to go, do one pit stop, and not have to come back in and top that off, and just really stay out there, top it off, get all our stuff that we want to do to the car, fenders. We've got a couple of things, more adjustments we want to do, be ready for the end of the race, and then those crazy things happen on the back stretch. I'm hearing that everybody's okay, so thank goodness there. So. We will see. You know, guys have done a great job, and Tommy's put out a good effort here.
It's pretty woke. This is my first Daytona 500. This is pretty intense, I must say. I mean, pretty incredible. You never see that on camera. Absolutely. This is history. We're watching history right now. History in a minute. It's the 500.
From the care center with a little bit of a limp. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. My foot hurts, but I'm okay. You know, how big of a hit that was, I'm pretty good to be honest.
Tell us a little bit of how did this come about? What happened?
Something fell in the rear of the car, and the car just spun me right into the jet dryer. You know, I felt vibration. I came in, I looked at everything was okay, and I still thought, I think there's something broke. Something broke, and I was coming back into the pits, and the car just spun by itself.
We're also concerned about the gentleman who was in the truck with the jet dryer there. You were inside the care center. Do you know anything about his condition?
No, he came with me. He was pretty scared, but he looked okay.
All right, Juan Pablo Montoya, he's clear, walking with a bit of a limp, but acting like everything's okay.
Out there on the track, they have covered the facility with it, of course, have to with all of that jet fuel that came down from the machine. They finally got it turned up. It was on its side. Now they're going to try to get it towed and put up on something to take that machine away, what's left of it. But you see all the oil dry and pieces that now they're going to have to pick up from the fire. There's some of the drivers that are now out.
Going to work. It literally looked like Daytona Beach out there. They have to put down so much of the speedy dry. Now they clean it off, see how much got socked up, and then check the integrity, as we said, of the safety barriers, of the catch fence, see whether anything might have melted in that intense heat, not to mention the racing surface itself. So if we go back racing, it's still going to be quite a while. There has been no determination on the middle of the backstretch.
What got down there?
Quite a few other